Hey everyone, how y'all doing today? Have a special show for y'all. And today I have Jessica from Black Empowerment. Some of you know Jessica, some of you guys don't. Jessica, tell people about your affiliation with the organization Black Empowerment Movement. Some people this may be their first time seeing you. Some may not.
Well, if you familiar with BEM, it should be your first time seeing me. But anywho, I've been in Black Empowerment for about 4 years now. I think I started off because I'm donating. I met Kentu at the Doc Bookshop. At like it was like a small rally, and it was from there. Our relationship grew. Uh, I'm the treasurer. Uh, I'm part of the administration, so I help keep that flowing.
Sound went out a little bit.
Where you miss me at?
I hear you, Helen. But overall, yeah, she's been with Black Empowerment for a while now. So we gonna jump into this Kamala thing. And guys, if you watching, before we get started, I don't know if you're watching from Facebook or YouTube, but if you can, because we're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, help us out with that. Go to the YouTube channel, Black Empowerment Movement. Subscribe, share this live as well. Do that for us because we're gonna try to be more consistent with bringing you more live videos, more of the podcast, revolutionary talk, and a wide variety of black topics regarding the black community. So please subscribe, share, like, leave a comment. Leave a comment about some topics you would like us to talk about. So uh, yeah, do that. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. Help us out. Help us grow the channel. All right. So this thing with Kamala, man, she made all these big promises to us about how she's gonna uh, help black people, and she was, talking about her blackness and talking about going to HBCU, all of those things. Uh, just your take as a black woman during that time when she was running with Sleepy Joe. Uh, what was your thoughts on Kamala, and did you buy any of the things she was, talking about during that time?
No, no, she wasn't no sister of mine. Um, for me, it's with any politician. It's an act to get the votes. It's an act to get black people on board. At that time, black people were, um, in the wake of, George Floyd, and, black people were upset and angry. You had to pull black people back on, they had to pull black people back to their side. So, they used that, you know, I've heard of Kamala before when she was in California, and I ain't never heard her being that proud to be black.
Yeah,
So it was like, I'm an AKA, and I went to a HBCU, and here come all the damn divine nines. They proud of her. They want her. Everybody chucks and pearls and all that bull. And then after she got in there, we ain't heard nothing else.
man, that's crazy. And we have a comment for Show Enough Al. He basically said Biden will be removed in a year. That's why they keeping her off the camera. Are we missing Trump yet? Are we missing Trump yet, Jessica? I wouldn't go that far.
Yeah, I wouldn't go that far. I wouldn't go far to say I miss Trump. Um, but I wouldn't be surprised if Biden was removed. If he First of all, he's very senile, the senile old man.
Yeah.
So you never
So
know. He might croak in a year.
so the whole thing with me with Kamala, because we haven't heard from her in a while, at least not publicly. I don't think you let me. I need somebody in the comments to let me know if I'm wrong or not. But and I know a lot of y'all like Kamala because I remember the whole thing when I was going in with people about the Chucks and Pearl. I, if you want to come on and defend Kamala and talk about some things she's doing or have did, please come on. I drop the link. I shoot you the link and messenger. You can come on and talk about the things she has done or what she have planned on doing. Let's talk about it tonight. Cause I may be missing something. I very well could be missing something, but to my knowledge, she duped the black community. She she duped, she fooled, she did all that shit. She fooled everyone. Well, she ain't fooled me and other people that comrades of mine. What'd you say, Jessica?
The black community as a majority, she did. The
Yeah.
majority of us were proud because all it takes is a little razzle dazzle and some representation, and I quote unquote that because I don't know if y'all was getting them shirts talking about my vice president like me. Who the hell she look like? She don't like that. She don't. That's just my opinion. She don't like the average black woman. But that's all it takes. We don't we're not thinking about tangibles. We just thinking about, as long as they throw somebody black in there. We
Yeah.
got enough information. We need work. It's work to be done.
Also, Show Enough Al, he said we can't talk about her because she came under the title as Woman of Color. What's your thoughts on that?
I think it was used in different ways. I think I don't think she's singly ran under that because sometimes people called her black, sometimes she called herself woman of color, sometimes she got being Indian. She used whatever she had to use. I don't think it was solely just woman of color, but yeah, that was the main thing. And then sometimes we are black people, we what's the word I'm looking for? A lot of black people relate to the term people of color.
Mm.
So that still wasn't anything. That still wasn't anything that would have made black people like her any less,
Yeah.
because a lot of black people use that term. When we're trying to unify with other races, when they try to say, they use the term people of color.
Yeah.
I'm just.
And what I'm gonna do now? Let's go back in time. That's watch Kamala. I don't think she actually fooled us to the extent we think she fooled us because in the video she told us she didn't have plans to doing anything for black people. She told us the truth. We just kind of, I guess the majority of the black people just had this hope that she was gonna really do something, but she told us the truth. So maybe she didn't fool us. Maybe we fooled our own damn selves.
They didn't watch that video because she sprinkled the truth over here and they was dancing over here. So they
Yeah.
didn't watch.
Yeah, and let's listen to her. She told us. Let me share this video of Kamala telling us the truth. Let's check it out.
I'm going to do something that's only going to benefit black people? No, because whatever benefits that black family will benefit that community and society as a whole and the country. Right?
Now, with all this being said, if Joe Biden.
So she said she said she's not gonna do anything that's gonna benefit solely the black community, Um she said it, right there. I want to go to another video. Let's see here. Oh, this was a good one right here. Let's check this one out.
Always, you will make the right choice. And as always, Wakanda forever. Paid for by Kamala Harris.
This is my first time seeing that.
Choice. And as always, Wakanda forever. Paid for by Kamala Harris.
That one was funny. I've never seen that one.
So yeah, so she was really out here, boy, trying to get these votes. Oh, what's that? So she was really out here trying to get these. No, that was a video from YouTube. Not know what you thinking, Jessica. So let's find something else, man.
On track.
Oh, this a good one right here. Let's see.
I would not be standing here were it not for the education I received. And I know many of us will say the same thing. And I believe a child going without an education is tantamount to a crime. So I decided I was going to start prosecuting parents for truancy. Well, this was a little controversial in San Francisco. And frankly, my staff went bananas. They were very concerned because we didn't know at the time whether I was going to have an opponent in my reelection race. But I said, look, I'm done. This is a serious issue, and I've got a little political capital, and I'm going to spend some of it. And this is what we did. We recognized that in that initiative, as a prosecutor and law enforcement, I have a huge stick. The school district has got a carrot. Let's work in tandem around our collective objective and goal, which is to get those kids in school. So to that end, on my letterhead, now let me tell you something about my letterhead. When you're the DA of a major city in this country, usually the job comes with a badge. And there is often an artistic rendering of said badge on your stationery. So I sent a letter out on my letterhead to every parent in the school district, outlining the connection that was statistically proven between elementary school truancy, high school dropouts, who will become a victim of crime, and who will become a perpetrator of crime. We sent it out to everyone. A friend of mine actually called me and he said, Kamala, my wife got the letter. She freaked out. She brought all the kids into the living room, held up the letter, said, if you don't go to school, Kamala's gonna put you and me in jail. Yes, we achieved intended effect.
So, Jessica, she took pride in that too. She was laughing from ear to ear.
And criminalizing parents when, sometimes, and I have gone through a child who was truant, you're not even thinking about, parent gotta work. Even if it's whether it's a single parent home or a 2-parent home, if both parents are at work, who the hell gonna make the child go to school?
Good point.
And it's sometimes, and Kamala, she don't have no damn kids. So she, even though we know, and I know that you don't have to have kids to know what the basics is in raising them, but that's the basics. But when you do have kids, you get a whole different realization of the fact that, damn, this shit is different when you really doing it. It's easy to say, well, you need to do this, you need to do that. Make your child do this, make your child do that. Every child not built the same. They don't come with no damn instruction manual. So you criminalizing parents for doing the best they can. Every parent is not laying up on their ass, not knowing where their children are. Some are working, and some kids rebel. I know some people now who are great business owners, degrees, master degrees. Some got in a little trouble, went to jail here and there, but they doing good now. That was skipping school people go through stuff like that. But instead, you take a pivotal point in a child's life and decide to lock their parent up because they not going to school. What child ain't rebelling
Exactly.
at that
And,
age?
and King Ace, from well, his Facebook name is He Knew. He said, we want to unite, we want unity, but damn, that we need principle unity. Yeah, we do need principle unity. We can't be united with everyone. And also, Show Enough Al also said she wants to lock parents up for their children missing school. Imagine if you refuse the C word vaccine. And I'm not saying that word because YouTube will take your video down using that word. But yeah. So yeah, imagine if you refuse that that bloop. So it's gonna be a wrap. Um
Damn.
so yeah, that's a good point. I never thought about that.
Mhm.
Me,
They
and then
ready
also she's
to
showing who she's her allegiance to, because the Asian hate bill, that got passed by with the quickness. And I wish I had the statistics pulled up right now, but I think the statistics just came out. Hate crimes in America, reported hate crimes, I think it was like 2,500 hate crimes against blacks, and Asian hate crimes was maybe like 200. I have to double check that. But if anybody need a hate crime bill, it's us. like like for years and years we've been oppressed, and we have this so-called black woman. First thing we get is Asian hate crime bills. Nothing for blacks. Um, no talks of reparations, no prison reform, because she was talking about prison reform and all that type of stuff, and
But keep in
nothing.
mind, she was locking people up in California to be
Yep,
talking about reform. She was keeping people after their sentences was over.
exactly. So it's it's crazy. Everybody that felt for it, and going into the next election, just you feel like people gonna fall for this again? Like,
This may sound cruel, but people ain't that damn. So hell yeah,
they ain't
it,
that what, Jessica? You
they
broke up
ain't
on
that
that part.
damn. They not that damn bright. So hell hell yeah, they gonna do it again because it don't take much. It doesn't take much, and even and we don't. Ignorance is bliss. It's blissful to be stupid as shit, because the truth to make you angry. The truth also set you free. But niggas don't want freedom. Shit, they don't want that. They
That is
want because
very
freedom.
true.
And they want the easy road. It's not easy. The road to freedom is definitely not easy. It's hard. And they don't want to trail down that road. They want to get there, but they want to follow along while the rest of us is getting our ass whooped and you know marching on to freedom. They just want
Mm.
to come done. But what they gotta understand, it's gonna take all of us. It ain't gonna take just some of us, it's gonna take everybody.
If we don't like the Republicans,
Mm,
and we getting tired of getting fooled by the Democrats, then what are the options? Like, we can't keep doing the same thing. We can't keep voting for Democrats. For one, they have a black person, they have quote unquote person of color, or whatever you want to call it. None of these people, we all say, hey, we know none of these people have our best interest. The Democrats don't have our best interest. The Republicans, they don't have our best interest. Then what? Then what should we do then? Like, you can't go Democrat, you can't go Republican. What you feel like we should be doing? Like should we get out there and branch and create our own political party that
that
have
I
no affiliation with the
that
Republicans or the Democrats?
You all right over there? You burping? What's
Yeah,
going on?
no, I was working, man. I had a little, just don't talk.
Hop in the car and come on out the Fort Worth.
No, no, I'm good. I'm good. But yeah,
Okay.
but you feel like we should get our own party or something? Like we need to stop fucking with both?
I think that'll be ideal. I don't think that's something we're ready for. And the reason why I say that is because we have our attachment to them is strong. Now I could be wrong. If you never know until we try it. Whether or not black people are really gonna step out and vote for their own political party. But we also, that's gonna take some time to do because we have to structure the party. We got to know what we want out of the party. What our main goals. What do we plan to achieve? And I think, whether or not if we formed our own political party or not, or whether we stuck to the same way we doing it now, if we black people, what we got to understand is we put too much power in just voting when it comes down to politics.
Yeah.
There's no ability, and there's definitely not any money. We don't put money in politics as black people. We just go to the goddamn poll. We just go to the poll every 4 years, every 2 years, or with local, federal, whatever the hell we doing. We just go to the poll. But that let's bring it back to the Asian crime bill. Asians have a 2% voter turnout. They don't vote. They don't vote, but they got a bill passed. So what we have to think about that. What does that mean? They not out here voting. They're not out here lining up in the polls. And I used to be an avid voter. And I thought about that. I sure don't be seeing no damn Asians out there voting. They are not voting. And
Nope.
my high school years, I spent in Arlington, and they dominate a lot of areas in Arlington. Have large shopping centers, they own banks, own grocery stores. That's why they get their bills passed. They got capital. We don't have. So
Is it that we
that's
don't have capital, or we don't put our money together to build things and
I
make
mean,
stuff move and shake?
they capital is together. I'll put it like that. We could
Yeah.
get to create it, but we don't put it together. And the thing about it is, this is the thing, and I hope it's people really listening on this live, because the ignorance of us sometimes when we talk about unity, y'all think that's always getting along. I guarantee you, all the Asians don't get along. I guarantee you they don't all like each other. It's not about that. It's
Yeah.
not about my brother, my sister. I love you. You love me. We ain't gonna be best friends like friends should be on Barney. It ain't gonna always be like that. The purpose of the matter is. Unity is, I may not fuck with you, but I'm not gonna watch you fall. I may not fuck with you, I'm not gonna let you fail. Or I'm not gonna underhand you and be the cause of your failure. Sometimes that's unity. It's a lot of people in the community I don't like, but I'm not gonna be a part of their downfall. It's not gonna be me. Sometimes that's as simple as unity can get sometimes when we can't mesh. And that's fine that we're not gonna all mesh. Everybody's not gonna support you. But that
Yeah.
don't mean we have to fight. That don't mean we all not gonna like you. And that don't mean that we not beyond criticism either. Criticism don't always mean that somebody hating on you. Sometimes, you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. It is what it is. It's
It
just the way.
is.
But
And
I think that's the reason they were able to get that bill passed is, it's money. They have the money. Same thing, I don't be think, Indians, which they are Asian, they come out of Asia too. They not voting. We that's all when black people complain, that's all we say. Y'all don't vote. Y'all don't vote. Let's debunk another myth when we talk about voting. When we can take it to the recent Fort Worth election, when they ran for mayor, city council, whatever may have you. I saw some Facebook posts when Deborah Peoples didn't win. They was like, I feel like we failed her. Not necessarily. Only 20% of the registered voters in Fort Worth actually went to the poll. People register to vote because they want to get the fuck out their face. Excuse my French, but I'm a voter registrar. So sometimes people really they really don't want to vote. You know, they gonna register. That don't mean they coming to the poll during the election. You hounding them by registering. Of course they finna register to vote. Because it ain't taking them but a few seconds to sign my name on dotted line and give you back this card. But it takes them to research the candidate and drive to the poll. But most people don't vote in local elections. So I don't think that was necessarily a black thing that black people failed. Deborah Peoples. People don't vote in general. A lot of us in this country are misinformed. This is a capitalist, arrogant, spoiled ass country. And black people, I love y'all, but black people are taking a lot of suit into this. You know, a lot of us have capitalist mindsets. So I mean, it is what it is. I mean, you know,
Man.
but until we come together, at least enough of us come together and, you know, okay, let's put our money together. Let's do this. Let's buy this piece of land. Let's build this grocery store. Let's put fresh produce in this neighborhood. You know, because the thing about it is we have to present something that they're going to need from us. Right now, we got to stand out. We need them. No, they need us. And then we need to be able to say, this is what you got to do to get this from me. That's to simplify that, to make it the simplest way I can say it. That's how we need to be as black people. Instead of us saying, what y'all gonna do for us, let's do it for ourselves, and we don't need them. And when they start seeing we start moving different, it'll be different. I'm not saying, you know, because we're not gonna get there tomorrow, but I mean, it's definitely something we need to start working on. You know, starting to just, you know, build our own. And it's small areas doing it, but we could do a much better job.
Yeah, and even when we like people like Kamala, even when we know she shut in job and use her supposed to be blackness to get that to help Joe Biden win, we still got to be able to hold her accountable. We not even. I'm saying as a collective.
We
We
hope
they yeah we not holding as a collective group. We not holding her accountable. Like all the black people that was doing the chucks and pearls and all that shit. I don't never see them online criticizing her lack of doing anything. They silent right now. You don't see nobody saying nothing that would push her in that position to help Joe Biden win. You don't hear nothing at all. No criticism at all from that group of people at all. Um, and it's sad. It just shows. And I'm sure her and Joe, they thinking like, man, these black folks are really dumb. They gave us all this power and don't even request nothing back. They like these are some short bus people, you know. They can't help but think that. I don't see why they not thinking that. You know, they probably thinking like they are really dumb. Like for real. Not
you can tell they think it, because look at what they do to secure the black vote. Look at the stupid shit they say. What Biden say? Don't vote for me. You ain't black.
you ain't black. Biden said you don't vote for
He
him.
said,
You
"Oh,
ain't
how
black. You
you gonna
know
tell
what,
me?"
Jessica? Hey, go ahead. Why you talk about? I want to say talk about something. Let me find that video. You know I can't chew bubble gum and walk at the same time. but yeah, he said you ain't black. You
You
ain't black if you don't vote for him. And people just like
and
laugh it off. Hee hee ha ha.
I'd rather vote for him than vote for Trump.
That's
Um,
what they said.
that's what they said. I'd rather vote for him than vote for Trump. They was like, shit, I'm still gonna vote for him. That's exactly what they saying. We didn't, you know, the thing about it was we didn't even demand a better candidate. You know,
Exactly.
a lot of us as black people, white people, shit, American people that live in America, period. We're not very educated on, you know, policy and politics. You know, so you know, a lot of us get up here and we say things we really don't know what the hell we saying. You know, we take it, politics, you know, it's not a game. It's a game to them because it's not their livelihood that's being affected. You know, they playing chess, and we the pieces on the goddamn board. And we don't really take that into the seriousness that that we should. We don't take politics as serious as we should take it. We don't study it as serious. It should be like you should damn near be studying politics like you're trying to find a cure for a damn disease. That's the way you should study it. That's the way you should know about it. You should know about the law. You should know about who the hell you voting for. Because a lot of people didn't even, Joe wrote the damn crime bill that we criticized Bill Clinton for. But shit, Joe wrote it.
Yeah.
He apologized for writing it. But what the hell does that mean? An apology don't mean shit when our brothers and sisters are locked up.
And sure enough, Al, it said they are not allowed to criticize because they're on payroll. Do some research on Black BLM Patrol and financed by George Soros and the Ford Foundation. I don't care who they financed by, which I do care, but at the end of the day, our votes got them in there, so we still got to hold them accountable and put some fire under their feet. Also, Mona Lachey said, yeah, she said, you ain't black, twerking and strippers.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the twerking strippers. That was
twerking strippers, boy.
Disgusted by that.
Man,
I was disgusted by that. You got strippers with "vote" written on their ass cheeks.
It worked though.
I don't know if that necessarily worked.
The justify the means.
They was gonna vote for Biden regardless because he was under Obama, and black people still love Obama. So they was still gonna vote for his ass because before the twerking strippers, they was calling his ass Uncle Joe.
And speaking of Uncle Joe, let's play that Uncle Joe video. I found the Uncle Joe. Hold on, Jessica. Let's go to Uncle Joe.
I'm in trouble.
Listen, you got to come see us when you come to New York, VP Biden.
I will.
It's a long way until November. We got more questions.
You got more questions, but I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, then you ain't black.
It don't have nothing to do with Trump. It has to do with the fact I want something for my community. I would love to see.
Take a look at my record, man. I extended the voting rights 25 years.
Well, let's bring in Fox News contributor Carl Roby, of course, is the former White House Deputy Chief of Staff to George W. Bush.
With the fact I want something for...
Wake that ass up.
Early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Yeah, you heard him. You heard him with your own mouth. You don't vote for him, you ain't black. You ain't black at all. So, what you think, Jessica? You pretty much said what you. Yeah, you already said. But I just want to play that video again. He said, "Hey man, I extended the Voting Rights Act 20 more years."
And what the hell does that do for black people?
Not a goddamn thing, boy. Not a damn thing.
Can't feed our damn Voting Rights Act.
He said, I help y'all Negroes vote. I done extended the Voting Rights Act. Man, y'all ain't black. Y'all vote for Sleepy Joe. It worked, Jessica. It worked. People were afraid they weren't black if they ain't vote for him. Oh, man. I can't knock them if it's working, right? Why should they stop doing the stuff they doing? What motivation do they have? Like we still going to the polls and still doing everything for them.
When you think about it, the stupid shit like that they do does work. The twerking, strippers, the dancing, it worked because it worked with the smallest of white folks. Soon as we see a motherfucking white person dancing like us, we passing out cookie plates and shit.
Everybody get a pass to the cookout.
Mm-hmm. I won't be at that cookout.
So we gonna try to end it on this. I don't know what the answer, because this is a complex thing, because our people minds are mentally fucked up and keep falling for these stupid games and stupid tricks. But in your honest opinion, what are some things that break these cycles, these mental cycles of people doing dumb shit like voting Kamala and Joe into the office? Um, I feel like even when we give people another option to vote for another party, they still gonna run to the Democratic Party because they gonna keep putting hot sauce in purse. They gonna do Wakanda forever. They gonna put on some kente cloth, and black folks gonna fall for it all again and vote for them.
Ooh, that's tough. The only thing I can really say is those of us that want to build, and we gotta do our own thing and let people we just gotta live by example. I don't know. Sometimes when you think about it, I ain't gonna even lie, I get a little discouraging when you see the same or the same tricks. It's the definition of it's insanity at this point. How many times is the same thing gonna work? They gave us Obama. And do shit for us. Y'all still love Obama. Um, it's a few people, waking up, to Obama. I quick tell somebody I don't like his ass because and I tell you why. I ain't gonna really get into on this live, but I tell people all the time, and I tell them I don't like Obama. You can go do your own homework and your own research on Obama to see he wasn't doing. He didn't do a damn thing for black people. He didn't give a damn thing for black people, but black people got his ass up in there. Because we felt like that was gonna be representation, for our children. And and I ain't gonna lie, my daughter was in kindergarten my oldest was in kindergarten the first time Obama ran, and I was a little proud. That wore off.
I think we were at the time.
For a little bit, but after that, after so much time had passed, okay, hello, Obama, we need a little help down here, goddamn it, he he ain't passed that shit down. We thinking about representation, but at the same time, it ain't just about somebody that look like you all the time. We're not gonna always get what we want from those that look like us. And Kamala and Biden, they proof of that.
Exactly.
Politics don't work. It doesn't work that way. It just don't work with politics is a dirty game, and black people, we don't know how to play it dirty like they do.
Yeah, at the end of the day, I think
honest.
I think at the end of the day, as a collective, we gotta have a black agenda start from the grassroots level. From that grassroots level, we gotta pool resources and money together and get a voting block. Once we control a voting block, have funds and resources, then that'll be a foundation to start holding local and national and state level politicians accountable. But once we all get on one accord with not all black people, but a nice size of black people, we get a voting block. We in that voting block have an agenda that we can all agree on, and we stick to it. And I think that'll be a good start to holding accountability. But till then, till we get a voting block with an agenda with some resources, we're gonna keep having fuckery like Kamala Harris going on, in society, unfortunately. But that's my take. Guys, we're gonna pretty much end it on that note. I appreciate everyone that tuned in tonight. I really do appreciate it. But keep in mind to like the video, please share, go to our YouTube channel, Black Empowerment Movement. Subscribe. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. Let's make it happen. If you're on my Facebook, go to the YouTube channel, subscribe. Let's make that happen. So support us so we can continue to make great content like this. I'm being more consistent with the uploads. I'm trying to do this YouTube thing because a lot of the thoughts, like me and Justin, we talk like this behind the scenes all the time, and I feel like it'll be a disservice if we didn't bring it out to the public like this. So You would be seeing more of me and her lately, you know. And I'm not gonna hold Jessica up. I know she needs to go to bed. She gotta get up early in the morning to hit that job in the morning. But other than that, guys, hey, y'all have a good night. And as always, all power to the people.
All
We
power to
out.
y'all for joining.